Alan Ritchson is officially in talks for a MESSIER DCU role. The DCU's cast is already deep as hell. It's already pretty fire. Adding Alan Ritchson to that major cast, holy shit. For those of you who aren't exactly familiar with who he is, I wasn't familiar with his game at first either, trust me. He's the main star of the Amazon Prime show, The Reacher. He's known mainly for his insane physique. I mean, look at this man. He looks like he eats baby fish with his bare hands. And he already talked about it a few months ago at this point, him having conversations with James Gunn about a potential Batman and how he doesn't think that's going to go through, but that there were talks about him potentially playing a different character. But when you have the quote of him saying it's a messier role in the DCU and that it's somebody he thinks everyone wants to see right now, it's got me thinking, damn, bruh, this could range from Batman to somebody super obscure like Wildcat, which I guess isn't super obscure, but y'all get what I'm saying here. Because for me, off the top of the dome, as soon as I saw this post, I was like, oh yeah, he's probably the favorite to play Aquaman, right? But then you get to that messier tagline, it's like, huh. He's got to be a villain then, huh? If he's not going to be a villain, he's got to be one of these more ruthless heroes, which is why secondary Wildcat comes to mind. I mean, he's already confirmed to be a part of the DCU's lineage, a part of its major timeline that spans 500 years. So, and James Gunn has already mentioned that that timeline is going to matter, that some of those characters are going to show up again. So why wouldn't it be Wildcat? I mean, I feel like he's going to be one of the most relevant characters for the time period that we're in, if you know what I'm saying. And he is kind of built exactly like this nigga, like, goddamn. I think a sneaky second option that I think wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, what if the Man of Tomorrow villain isn't Brainiac, but it's Mongol? Could it be that James Gunn is kind of pushing together Salvation's run with Mongol's War World? Or is he just gonna mash those two things together? Maybe Superman, maybe Lex Luthor gets sent to War World, which we think is Salvation, but they end up being the same thing, you feel what I'm saying? And we end up getting Mongol as the main villain of that movie. This is just me speculating. It probably isn't gonna happen. It's probably gonna be Brainiac, but Mongol is probably my close second to being the villain of Man of Tomorrow, and I think Alan Ritchson, especially with his physique, his build, they wouldn't need much CGI, let me tell you that much. I still think Aquaman would be my favorite role for him to play in the DCU, but after that, and we get the Wildcat and Mongol, I think the next best option would be Deathstroke. Now, is he probably a little bit too built to be Deathstroke? He's probably more of a Bane the more I'm thinking about it. But at the same time, I could totally see Deathstroke. What if nothing wrong with a super swole jacked Deathstroke, especially if we get a super swole jacked older Batman. I feel like that's gonna go hand in hand, go band for band. Like I said though, the more I think about it, especially now that I'm looking at it and imagining it in my head, I could see Bane way more than Deathstroke. But if we're talking messy, Deathstroke is up there. But yeah, man, that's all the info we have right now. You feel what I'm saying? All we can do is speculate. Who do you want Alan Ritchson